Welcome, everyone. I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Harjeet Rathore here, your host for Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet. And if you're one of my past viewers, thank you. Thank you for being here and thank you for sticking with me. Welcome back. I've missed you. And if you're new here, you're just in time for some exciting news. I've been offline for 8 months, but I'm back with two major shifts in my world. Shifts. Two major shifts in my world. First, I moved to a new brokerage. Yep, big change. Second, I'm working on my debut novel, a dream I've had since I was 11. Now, just saying that, I got flutters all over my stomach. And so let's just dive in. Let's dive in. And this is my comeback. And I'm so glad that you're here. So before we do anything and before I move forward, I'm just going to ask you for one little favor. Can you please click or tap on that little bell button and subscribe to my channel if you're here on YouTube, or like, comment, share on Facebook, and also share with 3 people that you think may find value out of this video or my channel. If you've seen it before or take a look at it, share it with 3 people. That's all I ask. Now, let's go back to where I've been for 8 months. It's been a ride. I didn't vanish. I hit some rough patches. And the first rough patch I hit was that I had lost my 10-year-old German Shepherd Husky, Yo-Yo. He would have been 11 that year. Unfortunately, his health declined drastically and we couldn't save him. And that grief was just, it was so heavy. And I've never felt anything so heavy, so painful in my life. And soon after that, I hit another rough patch, which was my health. And I didn't even realize how much my health was declining because I didn't prioritize it. So I did have to take a step back to prioritize that health. And it's just been so unpredictable. Last year, I lost my grandfather, and that was another grief I have been going through for this past year. And it's almost been a year, and it's just been hard. And I realized that there were some things I needed to prioritize and took a little break. So even with that little break, it was a bit hard because, as you know, I have been working on Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet for quite some time. And it was fun and I loved doing it. And I've had some great interviews with some great people on here. And it was one of the things that was really joyful for me to get on here and share the value that I could share with you. So now I'm really happy that I'm back here. So while I was going through this grief, while I was on this break, I quickly realized something. I quickly realized that I was chasing someone else's dream. It wasn't my own dream. And when you chase someone else's dream, you can quickly find yourself in a place we call overwhelming space. I call it an overwhelming space. And that was so silly of me. But now that's over. I'm chasing my dream. And I'm going to explain to you the two dreams that I chase. Or I'm not running, so I'm not chasing anymore. So I'm not chasing a dream. I was chasing somebody else's dream. Now I am living my own dream. So this is why I've made one major change, and I've entered into one major purpose that I realized I should have done decades ago. So let's go into that first change that I made. Here's the first big change. As I mentioned earlier, I switched brokerages. So at my old brokerage, I had a large group, and I realized that there was a few things missing. And through my health struggles, I realized I had to protect my energy, and I had to follow my gut. Soon after, and I was feeling like this for quite some time. And early last year, I had met with one of my friends. We were both with our old brokerage that we were partnered together with. And she called me before she had announced online that she was making a switch. And she said, before you see anything online, I just wanted to make sure you knew beforehand that I'm making this switch. And she just told me this at a moment where I was feeling this myself. I needed to change. I needed to do something. I just wasn't feeling in the right place. So we had this coffee date, and after I saw the model of Real Brokerage, after I saw what Real had to offer, I couldn't unsee it. And that model was it made sense for me. So I made the move. I followed my gut and I made the move. And this was back in March 2024. And now I am partnered with 3 producing agents that are absolutely amazing. And my goal right now is to partner with 10 producing agents. So if that's one of you, definitely check into the description and let's chat. So with that said, I'm going to go to my second. It's not a change. because I've never done it before. It's a passion of mine that I've had since I was a child, and I just never thought I could do it. I didn't have the confidence to. And I don't know why I thought I needed somebody's permission for that before. So here's the thing, and I really wish I knew how to do a drum roll on this thing, but here's the drum roll. I'm writing my debut novel. Yes, you heard that right. Novel. I never thought I would be saying that. And I'm just super excited about this. I had dreamt about this since I was 11. And here's the story behind that. I read Stephen King's The Shining, and I had gotten lost in another world. I was in a realm that I couldn't believe that is this possible? This can't be real, which was even more exciting because I knew it couldn't be real. So here I am in this other world. And just to fast forward to current times, my children, as they were growing up, read The Magic Tree House. And these kids are reading in The Magic Tree House, and they lived the book. And that's actually how I felt when I read The Shining. I was living in Danny's and Jack's world. So I'm living in this world, and I said, wow, I want to be able to do this one day. And that was the seed. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do this. It was just a seed. I want to be able to do this. This is cool. So I want to share some exciting news about my novel. I did get my outline prepared, and I've actually gotten 2 pages written. Yeah, you heard it. 2 pages. That's a lot because that actually, for me, it shows progress, and I pushed past that fear. Now, if you have signed up for my newsletter that I share out once a month, so I'm not going to bombard you with emails, but I do send out a communication letter. I think that's a better word for it, a communication letter of the progress and update of my book. You're going to hear me say that in this month's edition, is that I pushed past that fear, and I no longer need to find the perfect sentence. I no longer need to find the perfect words. I'm writing, and those 2 pages mean everything to me. So let's see what it's going to be about. And let's just give you a little bit of little hint: culture, duality, and one's truth. So this is some deep stuff that's stretching me over and challenging me, but it is the most exhilarating experience I have ever felt in the past 3 decades of my life. So I am super, super pumped about it and super happy to share this with you, and glad that you're here for that and appreciate it. So if you're one of those people who are thinking, can I do something? Of course you can do something. Do it. And you've done it. So with that said, I want to go to my core: value, vision, victory. What is Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet about now? It's about value. It's about vision. It's about victory. You'll get the grit. You'll get the challenges, the ups and the downs, all in real time. My novel journey and the growth that I am going to have with Real, the partners we grow together with, and there's not going to be any shiny objects, any glitter to distract us. because that is one of the things that I have found in the past that had moved me away from my goals, my purpose, which then geared me towards chasing other people's dreams. So, understanding your value, knowing what your vision is, will guide you to your victory. I'm super happy that you're here. I'm super happy that I have been able to take this time off and reflect and come back with this energy that is based off of our own truth. I'm not just talking about my truth, I'm also talking about what your truth is. So I'd like to ask you, what is your truth? And if you could comment those in the comment section, if you feel comfortable enough to do that. If not, you can always message me as well. What is your truth? And if you don't want to tell me, that's okay too, but actually answer that question for yourself and see where that's going to take you. I'm going to tell you, believe it, it's going to take you places you've never thought you could ever go before. So before I go, again, please hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, like the video, comment. I love a good chat. So I love a good conversation. So let's have those conversations. Share this with 3 people that you think will find value out of this video. And during my next video, let's share our next progress. So a few things. I'm not going to be doing interviews every month. It'll be mostly of updates. It will be mostly of, like I said, the grit, the challenges, the wins, and then, here or there we'll pop up with some amazing stars like before. And this is an exciting time. So again, thank you so much for joining me here at Jaw Time with Realtor Jeet, Harjeet Kaur Rathore, here for your value, for your vision, and for your victory. Have a wonderful night. Okay, this thing just zoomed in.
No.
Tad, how do you, hold on a moment. Why am I, what did this do? Okay, how do I stop? I'm still live because my computer just zoomed in on its own, and I don't know how to unzoom it. Let me see if I just close this out. Why did it end stream? There we go. Okay. Bye. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and hope you have a wonderful week. It's Sunday night.